Fire signs. Welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. There are many layers of meaning. In my readings, I'm going to touch on a few. It may or may not resonate, so try to hear me and feel me for best results. Sometimes the roles can be reversed, and viewer discretion is advised. All right, I feel the need to split the deck. Okay, fantastic. So we're going to deep dive it, okay? And then I'm going to lay out 3 cards for each of the signs so you can see how this message particularly relates to you. All right? I hope that that is enjoyable to you. All right. Good enough. Good enough. So, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. That's how we're going to do it. With the unique personal cards. Okay, we're going to save that for last. Okay, we're going to do Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. All right, fantastic. So, got my dude holding the card. That's serious right there. That is serious. All right, fantastic. It's all serious. I know that's right. Oh, hello, magic. I know that's right. Magic. Okay. So, okay, what's the story, ancestors? What can we tell the fire signs to help them? Give them insight. What should they be paying attention to right now? What you want them to look at right now? Okay? The ancestor said, watch this. There's a storm. Here's a brainstorm. King of air, mother of storms. And then here's a profound realization of self. Okay, so let's find out more. Here's a King of Pentacles. Okay. Somebody has to pay a woman. Somebody has to pay, and some woman is suddenly coming up. Somebody suddenly came up, and now they're the King of Pentacles. They're in their head thinking about their 10 of Cups, thinking about getting the ultimate favorable outcome. And somebody is having a profound realization due to some insights that they're getting, either from their intuition or from a high priestess. They're finding out some secrets that are giving them a profound realization of themselves or helping them to have self-mastery. Okay. A lot of blue, a lot of blue, a lot of water. A lot of water. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I get a profound realization of self that somebody was slanging dang-a-lang, or on one floor somebody was slanging dang-a-lang and there was somebody who knew, or somebody had a side piece that they were slanging their dang-a-lang with, or some feminine knew about the slanging of dang-a-lang. And maybe somebody didn't know they were slanging dang-a-lang? How could that be possible? Or somebody didn't realize that their cover was blown, or something like that. Okay. Then, okay, let's go back over to the Mother of Storms and the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, I think, wants to walk through the fire. He wants to do what he has to do. That's the sensation that I get. He has respect for women. He has respect for women, or this woman, or women. Dang, my nail just broke a little. So sorry. You're going to have to look at this broken nail. Okay, so he wants to give money to some woman, or he needs to give money to some woman. And that's going to be, you know, like tough. Maybe letting go of that money or some such thing. Some shit like that. Let's go deeper. Or there was some sudden change. Yeah, the sudden change could be that he has money now. He had to go through a hard time to get this dough. Some such thing like that. Let's see. Something happened. I get a sensation that something happened. He went through a storm. Or there was some sudden change. No, storm. Definitely storm. Like, you know, like I'm getting hurricane, thunder and lightning kind of energy. He went through some kind of storm in his mind. His head was spinning. He was all in his thoughts in some sort of way that wasn't productive. And now he's reaching for the staff of his destiny. I get a sense of getting himself together. Or he went through a whole bunch of shit for nothing. And now he's overcoming that. He's rising like the phoenix out of that storm, whatever that was. I get the sensation. Let us go further here. He's single-minded. He might be a little bit angry about the storm that he went through. Or all the shit he had to go through. I'm getting that. For nothing. But he's still going to get what's his. He's still going to get what's his inheritance, because Excalibur is destined to rule the kingdom. Oh, okay. So I get some sort of sensation where someone was trying to stop him from inheriting his kingdom. They were throwing like lightning bolts at him and, you know, like throwing all kinds of shit in his way and doing all of these maneuvers to stop him. Through this storm, he learned to respect women. Or through this storm, he learned to respect money. You know, like the true value of currency. You know, like you use it to, you know, feed yourself, you use it to clothe yourself, you know, enrich yourself, but, you know, you don't be falling all over it like it's the end all be all of life and shit, you know, because now he knows that he has true wealth to inherit. Okay, so that's a couple of layers for you. There might be some woman mad at him too, and that's why she was throwing a bunch of lightning bolts. And she might be mad because he wants something, or he doesn't want her, or she's mad because he's investing in something else. He's investing his desires in something else. He's putting his money where his desires are, or something. She doesn't like something about what he desires. Or she's mad because she's not getting no dick. Excuse my language, but that's what I'm seeing here, okay? She's mad because she ain't getting no dick. And he's busy working, maybe. Okay? Maybe she doesn't like all the energy he's putting into work all the time. You know, but he's trying to get to his kingdom. Or some such thing. There's a lot going on there. It's actually a lot going on there. Let's find out more. Okay, he has to go through some kind of hard time because he was trying to get over originally. So this brings me back to the whole respect for women thing. He was trying to get over originally. Maybe he was trying to come up instead of having like a legitimate connection. He was being deceptive, and that's why he has to go through this hard time now, because he was trying to get over. That's what I get there. Okay, so on another floor, the guy who's working hard, doing the right thing, having respect for women, he is about to walk through the fire, or he feels like he needs to walk through the fire because he upset someone, quite possibly, or he doesn't want to upset someone, and he's ready to walk through the fire and do what needs doing, like, you know, be a man, like how people say be a man, that sort of thing, like be a man, because he knows the secrets to getting through and having the mercy of safe passage. He knows the only way to get through and have safe passage and have smooth sailing is to do what you got to do. Otherwise, a woman is going to get pissed and you ain't going to get none. Or she's going to get pissed and that's going to corrupt the passion between you. Or some such thing like that. Or that's going to bring storms and fury and a woman scorn and hell have no fury. And he's not trying to bring that down on himself. So he just wants to just do what he has to do. Okay, be the master of his destiny and save himself a headache by having, you know, happy wife, happy life kind of thing. I don't know if this is his wife, but, you know, that same principle. You know, like, let me make this woman happy so I can have smooth sailing in my life and sunny days and beautiful sailboats and money and, you know, and rule my kingdom in peace kind of thing, you know. So, boom, get off on your floor. Let's get into this King of Air, King of Swords. Let's get into him, this guy in his head or this guy that's brainstorming. Let's talk about that guy. Okay, yeah, he's in his head. He's in his head because he's kicking rocks. Because of this delightful feminine. She's delightful in this card, okay? In this card, she's fury. She's the fury of all things. But she's the fury of nature and shit. But here, she's lovely. She's restful, peaceful, and romantic. And she's sitting by the river, just being lovely, you know, and renewing herself and being quiet. And he's just in his head about this woman. This woman is his 10 of cups, I'm going to guess, because I'm wondering why he's in his head. But I do see the 10 of cups here. So I get some duality there. I get some brainstorming because we understand that pain doesn't last forever. And we're looking to renew this cycle with this feminine. And then on the flip side, on the troublesome brainstorm, I'm in my head side, we're kicking rocks because damn, you know, look at that lovely, delectable feminine. You know what I'm saying? Damn it, Jim. That's my motherfucking 10 of cups over there. Without me. What in the fuck? Okay, so I get duality there. All right, so let's go into the 10 of cups. What about the 10 of cups? Somebody want to say something. Somebody want to say something. Somebody was confused about this 10 of cups. Somebody was the master of their fiery emotions. And that confused someone. That confused this King of Air guy or this guy who's in his King of Air energy. In his head, this guy who's in his head, that confused him. The mastery that this feminine, or the mastery that the receiver, who's ever on the receiving end, had or displayed. And they see the emotional control that this person has as part of why they're the Ten of Cups. But originally, I feel, I'm going to go ahead and guess, originally, because we have kicking of rocks, they were confused by that. They didn't know how to interpret that. Now they interpret it as, that's my Ten of Cups. Okay, great. Let's talk about the Tower. Because this guy might be in his head kicking rocks about this tower that happened. Which is why there would need to be a renewed cycle for those of you on that floor. Okay, yeah. The Tower came because somebody was playing. And they were immature. And heartbreak. They caused heartbreak. And then this feminine, I'm going to go ahead and guess, needed to heal herself. And that was part of her emotional mastery and her mastery of her fiery emotions. She had to do that to survive the Tower, to survive the heartbreak. Okay? And so now he's starting to see that. He's starting to get that. He's starting to get intellectually what happened between them. And he's starting to see clearly the merit in the way she handled the situation. All right, great. Moving on to the Master of the Head. Okay, Master of the Head in my deck, Hierophant in my deck, and the Profound Realization of Self in my deck. Yeah, bursting free of limiting beliefs, profound realization. Okay. Now they see. They brought war. That was the problem. They handled it like they was dealing with some kind of strange enemy. You know what I'm saying? They were lovers, but this masculine treated the feminine, or whoever's on the receiving end, they treated the person, the receiver, like an enemy. Or they treated the situation like a war. And, thereby causing real pain and doing real damage. Unlike an argument or a debate, where we have a disagreement and we have a little, static for a second and then boom, we work it out. He didn't do this. He went into full war mode. Okay. And now he's bursting free of limiting beliefs about that. And he's having a profound realization that he's the one who introduced that energy into the scenario between you. Okay. Fantastic. Or whoever was on the projective side of the scenario. They introduced that energy. All right. So the High Priestess, let's go into it. What about her? She listens to her higher self. She walked her own path. She did what she felt like doing. And what she felt like doing was walking away after this person started treating her like an enemy. Okay, that's certainly how she saw it and how she interpreted it. It appears to be so. Because now even the masculine or the projective side of the scenario is saying, oh yeah, I did bring that. I did kind of start that right there. I did kind of, bring that energy in there. So she, go ahead, she walked her own road. She walked her individual road, and now she has decided to do, or at that time, she decided to do what she and only she could do. And that has something to do with her being the High Priestess. Things changed. The world changed between you two. Okay. As a matter of fact, she was like, don't believe me, just watch. Okay. That's the sensation that I'm getting. Because in this card, in this change card with this pregnant lady, the the gods and the angels and the spirit guides or whomever, you know, the celestial society is gathered around looking at this goddess give birth to a new world. And they're standing by respectfully. Okay? Like there's respect. So that might have been something she was going toward. She might have walked away like, okay, you're treating me like an enemy. That's disrespect. And so she changed the situation into something and walked away to a world or a dimension where she would receive respect, where she could be in a respectful exchange with people, or in the name of respect. Or she was like, put some respect on my name. Something along those lines. Okay? Fantastic. What's my man? The Knight of Wands energy. Okay, so this is hasty movements, going after what you deeply desire, strongly desire, or the slanging of dang-a-lang. Let's see what's going on there. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I get the sensation that she was illustrating that upon the slanging of dang-a-lang, I disappear. Okay, she was on her high priestess shit, so she did some like amazing Mumford shit. Like she was like, I love peanut butter sandwiches, right? For the old school, right? She was on some amazing Mumford shit and she made herself disappear. I get the sensation. She made herself disappear. At the slanging of dang-a-lang. So she timed it perfectly. That's also what I get here. Like she was like, oh, soon as she found out about the slanging of dang-a-lang, she illustrated that is an automatic disqualification. You automatically disqualified. You treat me like an enemy, you're automatically disqualified from my life. Okay? Automatic. And what she did though, because she has energy available, like, oh, you like to slang dang-a-lang? Like you could slang dang-a-lang right here if we're really serious about slanging dang-a-lang the right way, you know? But she didn't move. She got on her perch and she put her truth down and she didn't move. She did not move from her perch, from her point, from her stance or her statement, okay? Or her status, whatever. Get off on your floor. And yeah, so the masculine is like, oh, that's why she suddenly disappeared. Yeah, somebody, come on now, okay? Like, hello, you can't slang dang-a-lang and like hang on to the 10 of cups. That's not how that works, you know? So somebody is realizing that. Somebody is realizing what they had to do with it, how they affected the outcome, how they affected like the butterfly effect. Like, oh, when I stepped on that butterfly and then that changed and then now I live in this dimension and she lives in that dimension. Oh, you know? So somebody is they're starting to learn about the point of divergence. When did the two dimensions split? Okay, they used to be one dimension. Then it split into two with a great storm, with a great war, or some such thing. Or a great act of war, something like that. Okay? And then the dimensions split in two. Right? And then over time, they just get further and further apart. Right? Hence the mastery of the fiery emotions, the cycles renewing. That means whole cycles went by. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. The mother of storms, the goddess of fury showed up, you know, like, so there was a lot of fallout. And then a whole nother world, okay, took place. Okay, so whole tower, the whole thing. So this guy is learning about the point of divergence. That's interesting. That might have something to do with your title. Anyhow, let us move along to the unique messages. Lover's compassion, lover's sanctuary. This is for Leo. Lover's compassion, loving someone at a distance, being separated from someone that you love, or feeling distant from somebody that you love, or feeling that they're being distant. Either way, you've got a place in your heart for them, and they have a place in their heart for you. You may have a psychic connection with someone as well. All right, so put that with this message. Pow, Leo. All right, Aries. Aries, you've been the solid one. You've been the one, or there's been a feminine that's been the solid one. Somebody is confident and secure, okay? And they have authority in life. They have power over the environment. They may have money, or there's some kind of woman with authority in your life, or you're that woman for someone else, okay? And there will be great and terrible climate change if her loyalty is betrayed. Otherwise, she's quite welcoming and lovely on her good day, right? Fantastic. That's for Aries. Put that with the message and pow. There you go. Sagittarius, this is about protecting what matters most, okay? So that means knowing what matters most first and then protecting it, okay? Taking care and, showing care or being caring toward what matters most. Taking stock, I get the sensation here. And also making it happen, making dreams come true, having the power to manifest the dream. Fantastic. So I hope that message helped you. I really do. For personal, get in contact with me. My information is down below for more deep-ass readings where we see that we've been living and we've been learning around here in Fire Sign World. All right? Like, share, and subscribe for more readings like these. Hit the notification bell on your way out. Don't forget to pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom and continue to discriminate wisely. I will see you here again, Fire Signs, behind the black veil.